Hey everybody, welcome back to the Envelop podcast. I'm still your host, Eugene Crypto MC, and today is going to be a sort of Indian episode because I'm having two amazing guys. They are lady Shanu Joshi and Vishwas Bhushan, and they are both co-founders of LYNC. You may find the link below in the description, link.world. Amazing shirt, recognizable link everywhere. And these guys are creating the interoperability layer of NFT in games for the game developers. They aim to help game developers to create quality games while keeping Web3 complexity behind the scenes. So they promise provocative that from Web2 to Web3 in a few hours. Amazing. So guys, welcome to our podcast. It's great to have you on our show.
Glad to be here.
I prefer to start with the stories, personal stories, because it is not a simple task to get through real life to somebody which is called Web3. It requires a lot of vision, a lot of maybe mathematical, logical thinking or perception, and so on and so forth. So tell us briefly your stories. How did you get into this amazing space and what are your current results? So let's start with you, Shanu.
Sure. So actually, it all happened with an Instagram story, which Vishwas saw on Instagram of somebody, and he just gave me a call. I was COVID positive at that time. I got first COVID at that time. So I was just lying in bed. He told me that there is something NFTs, and I think it's some non-economic times or something because that was a COVID period when it began and stuff. So he told me that there is something NFTs which is going around in the space. So I started Googling about NFTs, and then I hop on Web3, decentralization, and we were running a game studio at that time. So we were also building games, and I just happened to learn more about NFTs, GameFi, started writing smart contracts, learning more about decentralization and how Web3 can actually empower gamers, gaming development, and like basically how NFTs can actually change the entire ecosystem that we have right now. And then I got into Twitter. I made a lot of friends there. That is my family now. So that's how I get into the Web3 space.
Well, amazing story. So Wish, and your turn to tell us, how did you get into this blockchain space?
So as Shanu mentioned, that I saw an Instagram story. So I was actually scrolling the Instagram, and I found a story that some NFT, an art got listed as an NFT for 0.33 Ethereum. So I was more into 0.33 Ethereum, okay? Because that time Ethereum was like around like $4,000. And then the next story was it got sold for 0.33 Ethereum. And it was just an art, which was actually listed on Foundation. And that attracted the whole point. And it was around like 2 years ago, I saw this. And then I started exploring. And then I joined the NFT space as an NFT creator. And then I sold my first NFT on 9th day, then the second on 10th, then 11th. And then I sold 1,500 NFT of mine. Then we launched an NFT collection called It's Okay, which got sold out. But during this whole period, we were playing Web3 games as well. And before that, we have been running our own game studio. So we have created more than 70 plus games. So we are very into gaming, and we always explore new possibilities in the gaming. So when we got to know about Web3 games and NFT games or play to earn, we play those games. But the point is, one factor actually is sitting in the last bench in every Web3 game. And that was one of the biggest factor which actually provoked us to create our first Web3 game almost 1 year ago, and which we launched on OP Games. That is called NFT Rush, where we tested the proof of NFT interoperability, where any NFT can become your game avatar. So that was very early, but still we very much into breaking our barriers. And then we started creating when then we realized that okay, simplified infrastructure is really important, because it took us 2 months to launch that particular Web3 game. So we do not want any other game developers who wants to launch their first game on Web3. So that's how that's how the whole LYNC thing started. So,
well, looks intriguing that Instagram has led to you. Instagram, a Web3 giant, brought to you, about Facebook, has brought you to Web3. So you are classical Web2 guys who discovered what Web3 is and went into the space. I have to ask you, what is the most exciting thing for you in the Web3 space? For me personally, the most exciting thing, and we may own something, we may own and trade. All the economics appears here, and I'm an economist by the way. And what is most exciting for you, Shanu?
So the most exciting thing for me in the Web3 space is about community, first of all, because I have been in the space only for the community, because I joined it just for the decentralization and learning more, because I am a techie and I love to learn more things and new things which come to my way. But apart from that, community is something which actually kept me in this space. And if I think now about going back to the Web3 ecosystem, I think that is going to be impossible for me. And I can actually sense it when I talk to other people who are in the Web2 space right now. And they don't currently know what is going in the Web3 ecosystem, or they don't know what ownership of actual digital assets can mean to them, because they haven't experienced that what we have done till now. So that is one thing. First is community, and the second is the ownership of anything that is listed on a blockchain. So decentralization and ownership or a proof of something which I have stored in a blockchain layer. So these are the few things which actually have me running in the Web3 space.
Well, Wish, is that all excites you too, or you are excited with something?
So, like two things which excites me. Yeah, definitely like community is one factor, but apart from the community, like there is one thing which is like very much underrated, and that is like the diverse cash flow. Right now in the Web2 world, the cash flow is like happening in a one way. In Web3, it's a very much diverse, and it is like happening in multiple ways. For example, take an example of in-game assets. Previously, the in-game market cap is like around like $54 billion, but it's like going directly to the publishers or the game studios. But with Web3, it allows you to like open up or unlock different channels of in-game assets market, and that is one factor. Another factor is true digital ownership. Even like we have spent $54 billion in the year of 2020 just to buy like in-game assets. Point is like we don't own them, and that is the fact like which I'm super bullish about. Web3 is like it's more about like true digital ownership, and the interoperability is actually like just one part of it, which can actually unlock the bigger tech and bigger possibilities in the world of not just GameFi, but in the world of Web3 space. Because I see interoperability and true digital ownership of the assets gonna play a much bigger role, because this can actually like unlock the new era of the whole cash flow, the new era of economy.
Well, guys, let's switch to LYNC. In general, I do understand the problem of interoperability, because every blockchain is sort of walled garden. I love this phrase. It's the siloed system where we may live. I prefer to compare it with seas, for example, Black Sea or Caspian Sea. It's impossible to take a fish from a Caspian Sea and to move into the Black Sea, because they are separated by the huge part of Caucasian Mountains, for example. And these are the blockchains. Is that a problem of interoperability in an NFT space, where I cannot move my NFT sword or my NFT card from this game to this game? Is that a problem you aim to solve? And what is the main idea of LYNC? How do you come up with there? Tell us everything we should know regarding LYNC. What do you guys do? Let's start with you, Vish.
Yeah, so like there are two things which we actually do. First, like we are providing the infrastructure which can be like used and which can be integrated inside any game engine. So like people do not have to like spend months and do not have to do not have to like hire blockchain developer and optimize the smart contract or audit the smart contract. They can just use our LTK, and they can actually like launch their existing game or their Web3 game as well on Web3 or blockchain. Apart from that, in terms of the interoperability, what we do is I truly agree that the assets along with a different chain is one issue. But if you like go a little like if you like dig deeper into this, you will find a lot of other problems as well. And one problem is, let's say like if you talk about the asset interoperability. So let's say like a lot of people have already like achieved that the asset interoperability. Like they can actually like take the assets from one place to other place, but it is like really hard to like do it in a cross-chain manner. So first one is like cross-chain manner, where you can actually like if you're holding a car, which is from Need for Speed, which is deployed on Ethereum blockchain, and you love that car because you have created that particular car, you have worked on the skins and everything, right? Now you explode a game which is actually deployed on Near, and that game is Forza Horizon, and you want to like race inside that particular game, but with the same car, with the same skin, with the same VFX, with the same sound, with the same controls. Now, taking this particular car on in the Forza Horizon, even like the cross chain is like pretty much easy. But what we do is we are interoperability. Like what we do is like with us, the assets are not just interoperable because we are creating our own asset standard. We call it IDA, which means like we are not just transferring the asset, we are transferring the logic, the controls, the VFX, SFX, and everything. The point is like the way like if you take an example of GTA 5, we love the mod version of GTA 5. You know why? Because it gives us like a spell appearance. Like we love to being a Batman and use the Batman SFX or VFX or Minecraft SFX or VFX because like we believe in the originality. The same thing it can happen within the games. Now, if you like go a little deeper, it will be more about we can start with the asset interoperability, end up with the game interoperability. So any game can be played inside any metaverse, cross-chain, and there we play a major role.
Well, Shanu, would you like to add some of your viewpoint what LYNC does and what is value propositions for your target audiences?
Yeah, I think Vish almost covered all of them, but yeah, that's it about LYNC. So LYNC is basically infrastructure which help any game developer to bring any game on Web3. Even if it's a 2D like Web2 game, you can integrate the SDKs that we have built up on any engine, and you can bring that game in Web3 space in less than few hours, not even months or not even days, but in less than few hours. That's it.
Am I getting you correctly, ladies and gentlemen, that we may take any Web2 game developer who doesn't even know about Web3, who is absolutely skeptical about Bitcoin and all that stuff, and you promise them, so you, a game developer, let's call them Mike, you may go to LYNC and we may switch your game from Web2 to Web3 space and enable interoperability. And I'm simplifying, of course, but am I getting you correctly, or if am I mistaken, just clarify my statement. Who are your target audiences, in other words?
Exactly. So like our target audience is like game developers, game publishers, game studios. And the point to take an example of Mike. If Mike wants to launch his game on Web3, and he just want to like launch his game because he wants to like provide the true digital ownership to its gamer. Now he doesn't have to like worry about like what is Ethereum, what is Bitcoin, or what is other aspect is. He just have to like say one thing that okay, we call it marketplace, right? But in the traditional gaming industry, it is shopping system, and it has been like running up since like days and years. The point is like if Mike wants to like integrate the whole shopping system, which allows the true digital ownership of its digital assets inside the game, it can do it. He can actually like do it in 10 minutes. So let's say like if Mike wants to integrate a marketplace, in-game marketplace inside its game, he can actually like use our SDK, and within 10 minutes he can actually go live. And the point is, we have seen the era of JPEG, right? And we have also like seen a lot of people are actually converting the PFP into 3D avatars, right? And that is like one of the content friction, which eventually like big people can actually afford, but most of the people cannot afford it. Now, we believe that in-game assets is one of the biggest in-game assets as an NFT. is one of the biggest possibilities in a GameFi world. Now, Mike has assets. Mike has a great game. Mike has everything. Mike just want to ship his game on Web3 rather than Web2. He just wants to like provide a true digital ownership to its gamer. That's all. And here LYNC came into the picture. So he doesn't even have to like worry about the wallet integration as well. So like just to like give you a context that how fast we are, if Mike wants to like integrate the MetaMask wallet inside its game, he can do it in 30 seconds. It takes more than 30 seconds to set up your MetaMask wallet, but he can actually integrate inside his game within 30 seconds. So we are that fast because we have gone through the situations, we have gone through the challenges, and we know like why it is important. Because what we believe at LYNC, we believe in simplicity. At the same time, we also believe that right now Web3 gaming industry is more like the 2010 of traditional gaming industry. Now, in 2010 of traditional gaming industry, simplified infrastructure was available. That's why like everyone was able to like create that particular game, because they just have to like work on the basics and they have to like work on the game development part. They could have created a game and they can push the game on Play Store, App Store, or just like WebGL game. Here, simplified infrastructure is missing. And if we do not work on that, then we cannot actually attract 3.41 billion gamers who are actually playing game every single day. So the point is, to achieve that, LYNC is here to simplify everything, and so that like Mike can actually like launch its game, launch his game on Web3 and explore another possibilities of gaming industry.
Well, thank you for the explanation. So now I realize more your value proposition. Sounds fantastic. So Shanu, the question for you, what should we know about LYNC team? We do see two core members who are other important guys or ladies in your team. What's your roadmap for now? What is the community of LYNC? A brief description of that.
Yeah, sure. So we are a team of 6 members. We 2 are the co-founders, and the other 4 members are one of the biggest partners in our vision, which we are building at LYNC, and they have been a biggest part of that. And most of them are developers. So we are building, and roadmap looks like we are launching a marketplace SDK, and we are launching a wallet integration SDK, and dynamic like so. Basically, in-game assets are nothing, but in-game assets can also become a dynamic NFTs. So it's more like even in your games, you have multiple milestones where you can upgrade those characters the same way you can do in Web2 space. But here, your NFT will get upgraded. So it's more like the digital ownership of in-game assets that you own that can be upgraded with what is happening inside the game. So that is, we have already built out, and we are the only one in the world who has built out the dynamic NFTs as an in-game characters or in-game assets. And we actually won the Chainlink hackathon. We submitted this in the hackathon process. And yeah, Vishwas, would you like to add some?
Yeah, so like if I talk about the roadmap, the upcoming roadmap of 2023, because in 2022, like we were more focused about the building things out and shipping the things out. So we have been building in a stealth mode, have been working 18 hours a day every day, and now it's time to like roll the things out. So in 2023, we will be like making our SDK live, and we are actually like organizing a gameathon, which is more about like a gaming hackathon, and we are allowing a lot of people who can actually like who wants to like launch their game on Web3. They can actually like launch it, and even they can actually like do a lot of things. Apart from that, like we are already like talking with other partners. Like we have collaborated with Stack OS. So Stack OS is one of our biggest believer, and what they are doing is they are the computing layer, Web3 computing layer for all the DeFi and the GameFi projects. Now, why it is important? Because most of the Web3 games are actually like using Web2 computing layer. Now, those are expensive, but at the same time, there are a lot of dependencies. So in the upcoming future, our main focus is to provide the same gaming experience, do in-game transactions and do in-game pop-ups as well. So for that, like we are also started like working on the smart contract wallet, and we have already like successfully tested the pop-up inside the game, so that like we can actually provide the best gaming experience to the gamers. Because a lot of game studios, like they approached to us and they said, we want to like deploy our game on blockchain, but we do not want our gamers to know about it. Now this is one of the biggest feedback, or one of the biggest statement, because this shows that there is a lot of possibilities, but there is a problem as well. The problem is gaming experience is getting affected. So our mostly our plan is to like fix that, and we have already have achieved that particular part. Now our main focus is to like make it available for the masses, and go level up and onboard more projects. Right now currently like we have a wait list of 200 plus games, and in our gameathon I hope like we can actually like see a lot of great games who will be like gonna deploy on Web3. So yeah.
How soon this gameathon?
So we are planning to do it in January 2023.
Okay.
So it will be in middle of January 2023.
Okay, I'll put the link in the description so every game developer may find this amazing event. Talking about events, recently I know from Shanu that you joined India, the Ethereum organized event in India. So how was it for you? How successful was it? How fruitful was it for LYNC? Tell us briefly.
So it was great event. Actually, this is, I think, one of the biggest event which happened in India. And like overall, the biggest event that happened in India according to crypto space. And Bangalore is actually the hub of everything happening in the crypto space in India. So it was very fruitful. We met a lot of founder friends, which we know from past, and a lot of game developers actually, because there was also a gaming conference that happened on the last day. And we met a lot of gamers, a lot of game developers, game studios, which wants to transition from Web 2 to Web 3, Web 2 to Web 3. So we met a lot of people, and it was quite fruitful in terms of that.
Well, Shanu, in the recent answer, you mentioned dynamic NFTs, and you absolutely anticipated my next question because of problem of NFT utility. If you guys remember, years ago, we had a problem of NFT utility and this sarcastic, skeptical view that NFTs are just selling JPEGs. Of course, that's not. And we've seen after these 2 years have come. I want to ask you, how do you see the problem of NFT utility? Have we already solved this problem with dynamic NFTs, smart NFTs, NFT 2.0 generation with collateral inside, set of useful features, and I'm talking about the Envelop solution, which you are already familiar with. So your main thoughts about NFT utility and the concept of smart NFT, which enable us a lot of new features which were almost impossible 2 years ago. Give me your thoughts and vision on this amazing, from my side, concept. So Shanu, let's start with you.
Yeah. So NFT was never just JPEG, right? Because people just made it JPEG. Because when BAYC came and it just hiked up in prices, people named NFTs as these are only the JPEGs. But NFT has always been a token, and token can be anything. You can take an example of a music and make it an NFT. You can take an example of in-game assets, make it an NFT, and that can be used inside the game. That can be an upgradable character or an upgradable skin, which you get attached to a character. And there are unlimited utilities around that. You can even think of a renting and lending solution. That is one of the utility regarding the NFT, because we are also building one of our non-collateralized renting lending solution. Same like as Envelop is also there. So Envelop is also another layer on top of NFTs, which brings a lot of out of it as a utility for it. Same way we are also doing similar kind of stuff for NFT renting and lending. So that is a non-collateralized solution. So if anybody wants to rent out their BAYC or anybody wants to lend the BAYC for a few days, they can do that without a collateral value being passed to that owner or passed to a smart contract. So NFT was never a JPEG. It has always been a token, and the utilities are increasing day by day.
Well, Wish, would you like to give us your thoughts on the concept of NFT utility and smart NFT as a general solution to that?
I believe that like we are very early in the NFT 2.0, and the project like Envelop, you guys are actually like 0.0001% of the people who are actually like working on this particular domain. And the point is like we have seen the era of JPEG, and these JPEG is actually like not fruitful. We have seen a lot of people who are coming up the NFT collection, and they're like raising the money and they went off. Point is we have to like go a little deeper. We have to explore more because the possibilities are immense and we are just getting started. If we like keep following the footprints of the successful project, we will not gonna make it for sure. And I believe that Envelop is also like one of the projects which is actually inspiring a lot of upcoming projects to explore more, to cross the barrier and go a little more deeper, because it's time to work together. No doubt, like okay, Wagmi is the thing, but and we are here to like work together, collab together. So we have to like treat this particular time as a building time, as a building period. And NFT 2.0 is actually like more about like as I told you, like in-game assets is being ignored as an NFT right now, right? And a lot of people are just converting the PFP to the 3D avatar, which is completely like a waste of energy and a waste of money. And again, there is a content friction. Instead of that, you can actually like we can use that money to like do something else. There are a lot of channels, for example, NFT as an individual contract, NFTs as soulbound. I'm a great fan of soulbound, and there are like two kind of soulbound. One is transferable, one is not transferable. So the transferable cannot, its metadata cannot be changed. That is like one of the biggest thing, because take an example of non-fungible token. Okay, the token is there, but you can still change the metadata. That is like one of the biggest like that's the thing which we have to like take care of, because let's say like if I own an NFT, now that particular NFT collection just want to like change the whole metadata or change the whole image file, uh, I'm gonna like what I haven't paid for that. So that is the point, like we have to like go a little deeper, and I'm really glad that what Envelop is doing here, it really inspires us to go a little more deeper and to explore more possibilities of NFTs. And I believe that eventually, like a lot of people will gonna like explore. But yeah, definitely, like someone should take the lead, and I'm glad that Envelop is one of the person, like one of the project who's taking the lead, and LYNC is also like one of them. So yeah.
Well, we are on the same side, so thank you for your warm words and for your vision. I absolutely agree with you that we are still on the early stage, despite of 13 years of existing out the Web3 space. But that's time for jumping. If you haven't done this already, who are watching this podcast right now. So finally, guys, how to follow, how to join the community of LYNC, and how to start work with you for all these Web2 developers who are very bothered and busy with such Web3 stuff, and they want to see the great contractor like LYNC could be, contractor in Web3 space for game developers. So do us all call to actions.
Yeah, so like it's pretty easy. The point is like Web3 space never sleeps. So me as a founder and Shanu as a co-founder, like we do not speak, we do not sleep. So the point, like you can actually reach out to our like Twitter directly, or you can actually like join our Discord. You can actually like tell that okay, you are building this game, and this is the thing. These are the SDKs which you are actually looking for. These are the support you are actually looking for. For example, someone is looking for wallet integration or a marketplace integration or anything. We can actually like provide them. We can actually like hop on a call, review the game and everything and their vision, and then we can actually provide the SDK, and so that they can actually like integrate that particular SDK and take things to the next level. If they face any problem, we are happy to help. And the point is like we are pretty fast, and in terms of tech is like we are like pretty much robust. So it's not about like our SDK will gonna work just in Unity, because our SDK will gonna like work in Unity, Cocos and Unreal as well. So Unreal one is like gonna be coming for like we'll be like launching it for public, but it is already like we have already started the testing part. and a lot of gaming studios is already like testing it out with us. So the point is like if anyone wants to like use LYNC, or if anyone is like working on a game, whether it is Web2, Web3, whether you have already deployed the game, or whether you're like planning to like switch your game, you can actually like connect to LYNC, because why to spend months when you can actually spend seconds and do things really fast. So if anyone wants to like contact us, we have they have our Twitter, Discord, and if they can have my personal Telegram ID and Twitter ID as well. They can just directly reach out to me, and we will definitely gonna like get back to them. So
Shanu, would you like to add some of your final thoughts?
I think Vishwas added all of them, but yeah, would love to share my Telegram ID as well. If anybody is looking for any kind of support from our side, either Web2 game, Web3 game, either one, they want to migrate their game from one chain to other chain, multi-chain, cross-chain. We are working on all the solutions. We have few solutions ready already, so we'd love to give out to them, and they can test it out, integrate them.
Needless to say that you may find all the links in the description. Shanu and Vish are tagged on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and Instagram, wherever you find this episode. So thank you for watching and listening. And this has been another episode of the DAO Envelop podcast. We cover Web3 events, and by showing you the people who make Web3 by their minds and their heads. Shanu, Joshi, and Vishwas, Bhushan, the founders of LYNC.world. We're with you. Thank you for watching and listening. Please like, share, subscribe, stay with Envelop, and join this absolutely fantastic Web3 movement. Even if you are in Web2, just go in Web3, maybe with LYNC, maybe with somebody else, but you have to join this. Thank you very much, and see you in the next episodes of the DAO Envelop podcast. Bye-bye. Blockchain. BLOCK chain. Digital money, smart contracts, NFT, IDO, decentralization, transparency. So many opportunities, but so many challenges. Some financial manipulators, by their actions, confuse blockchain solutions and block their development. The idea that the blockchain should bring copyright and royalties protection to the next level is quite old, but the realizations of these ideas are not perfect at all. There is another problem of determining the value of a particular cryptocurrency or NFT. These and other problems need to be solved. Fortunately, the blockchain infrastructure is evolving. My name is Mr. E, and I represent the Envelop project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. Envelop is another step in the development of crypto technologies. The protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the Envelop protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with Envelop has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the hype period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using Envelop. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelop expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Wide application possibilities are achieved due to the fact that, in addition to the protocol, the project includes a number of subsystems. The protocol provides functions wrapping and unwrapping. Oracle Mechanics provides asset valuation using analytical algorithms. Index provides a summary assessment of several NFT assets with the common criteria. The project has its own token, which connects all elements of the system. Altogether, this is Envelop, a tool in the blockchain world for building modern and secure systems in various fields. Find more info about the project on the website. Envelop. Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.